Okay, next, after we've done our layups and we're going on to the next thing, and after the layups, what I like to do is really get things moving a little bit better. And how we do that, of course, everyone wants to shoot, and if we're gonna call this a mid-range development program here, we're gonna start working on the mid-range. But what I like to do, instead of doing the miking, which is a big man drill, we're gonna stay with the mid-range, and what we're gonna do is kinda in between a mid-range and in between the layup. So what I've done is I've created an area here that I've been working with, and I go back to tell you about this area that we use the top of the box, because the top of this box here is going to give you the best angle for anything off the glass. And you know I like off the glass because I've been talking about it since we've started. I like off the glass because I know it takes away decisions. I like not having too many decisions to make, because I believe that basketball is a 70% mental and a 30% physical game. And because it's 70% mental, we want to eliminate some of the thought processes so we can have more success. So what we're going to do right now, I like to call these 15s. And the reason why I call them 15 is because Macy has to make 15 shots nonstop on his own, no help from me. It's an individual drill. It's also something that you can do if you were by yourself. You can call them 20s. You can call them 25s. What I like to do with Macy and anyone that I work with, we like to do 3 sets of 15 for a total of 45 shots. Now you can change that number as you please. I found that over the 3 years that 15 shots per session gives a great heart rate increase. And we like the fact that we know that making 15 with some people might be 20 shots. But if you're good and you make all 15, then we know you might need to either cut it down or just add 2 sets of 15s. But right now, until we get a little older, depending on what level you are, we're gonna stay with 15s, and it's 3 sets of 15s, and I'll show you what 15s look like. On the 15, Macy will always, because he's a right-handed player, he will always turn to his right. He will always take one dribble with his left to establish the best possible angle for that bank shot. So for example, the ball comes off the rim and you're in the game. To get away from the big men, you want to take one dribble with your left, turn right. I'm at a perfect bank shot angle. After I shoot this shot, I grab it with my left again, I turn with my right, I'm back at this same angle. I think the more times I can put myself to where I was the last time I was there, I'll increase my chances of success for this particular shot. So if I'm doing the same thing all the time, again, it's not perfect, I want it permanent, meaning I want it to happen all the time. Same result, made basket. So Macy's gonna show us what a 15 looks like. He's gonna be on his own. I don't have to do anything. Macy, show us what a 15 look like. 1, 2, 3. Now if you notice, every shot is gonna be above the box. It's above the box. And if he's not above the box, then we have problems. I like it above the box and only above the box. Good job, Macy. That looks like about 9 or 10 in a row. 12. Let's go 11. 12. 13, always with the left. Always turning to the right. 14, last one. I think that's 15 in a row. The reason why it's 15 in a row is because Macy has done these numerous amount of times, and I think if you continually just do it over and over and over again, imagine getting this shot in the game and you're shooting 15s 3 times a week. I don't think this is a missed shot for you, just like it wasn't a missed shot for Macy. Now I like to do that, and once I get into my 15s, I think now I'm really rolling. And what I would do is, for your benefit, what I normally ask Macy to do after I've gone at this level of 15, I ask him to move it out a little bit. Macy, if you can show us how you move it out a little bit, so we go from a, say, 6-foot shot to maybe an 8-foot shot. Maybe the degree of difficulty is a little bit different, but at the same time, I think he should have a good amount of success if he does it. Mace, let's make 6, even though we call them 15s. Let's make 6 and see what happens. 1, a little further back, good job. 1, he's still at 1. Create that angle. The angle, don't change the angle. 2, 3, now he's rolling. There he is, he's rolling now. 4, 2 more. 5, he moves back a little bit. 6, okay. That's moving it out a little bit. We call those 15s. A lot of the things I do, I give them numbers based on how many I want. Like we have a drill called 20s, which we'll talk about later. But right now, that was 15s.